Let's start with the news that came yesterday. I guess there were developments on the vaccine front from three different data points: the Pfizer drug, the Oxford AstraZeneca drug, and then the one being developed in China. All positive, but none conclusively necessarily something that we can just say is going to work for sure.
That's correct. Right now, I think they are showing some promising results, and what they're also showing is that the highest immune response is being shown with the booster shot. So that shows that we need basically, two shots to get a good immune response. But I think it's positive news, and this is something that is expected. These are vaccine trials that are being, very heavily scrutinized and observed. But I think the real issue we're going to start having, is, you probably are well aware, is the whole manufacturing of the vaccines, the distribution. And then even top of that, there's so many other logistical and other challenges. So now that we know that they may require two booster shots, a booster shot and the actual original shot, what is going to be the whole supply chain aspect and then the actual distribution of these vaccines. So these are some aspects that really need to be heavily looked at.
Some of the leaders are, I guess, beginning to pool reagents and everything else right now, and actually start maybe even manufacturing in lieu of even late-stage clinical trials. So that might work. But it'd be nice to know whether immunity a year from now is, whether that would still be demonstrated. And there's just a lot that we still don't know. We don't know necessarily the side effects for older patients, and whether the older patients, whether their immune system responds the same way as the people being tested right now.
That's absolutely right. So if you're looking at the volunteers, the demographics of the volunteers that are being part of these studies, they're all, under the age of, 54. They have no underlying health conditions. And so, one of the populations, obviously, that is at most risk of COVID-19 is the elderly, the high risk, those with underlying health conditions. So, there's a lot, as you mentioned, we don't know, what the overall effect is going to be on in these high risk areas. We can extrapolate, with the data that we currently have. We also don't know how long immunity is going to last for. So if we look at SARS, a sister virus of COVID-19, you're seeing that immunity tends to last for a couple of years. We don't know that with the current, virus that we're seeing. So there is still a lot of science that we don't know in terms of this, the vaccine that's being made available. And this is just something where time will tell, as the months and years progress, how effective that immune response is. It's probably not going to cause, full, sterile immunity in a sense where it's 100% effective. We don't know whether it's 50, 70%, 80%. So a lot of unknowns right now.
Nice to get a cure, wouldn't it? I mean, we're still working on therapeutics. Couldn't a monoclonal or something, is that, we don't have as many updates on that. Or since you're an expert in this field, are there things moving along in that area that would just actually tackle the virus head on therapeutically?
Yeah, so in terms of therapeutics and treatments, I think we are making a lot of strides. And as you referenced, monoclonal antibodies, I think we'll probably have some better and more effective treatments made available sometime later this year, perhaps even, before a vaccine being made available. There's a lot of different types of interventions and therapeutics in various stages of trials, but it certainly seems very promising right now.